All right, let's say it one more time. Let's say it one time before we start, man. Come on. He is my king, my everything. But we're gonna say it in Spanish. El Señor es mi rey, mi todo. Oh, oh, oh. Dun, 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 man. We're just so grateful. So grateful to live and see another day. Now, yesterday, September 9th, I didn't give you guys the Break It Down podcast, but if you like really think about it, sometimes I go past midnight. So, do I really give you guys the podcast like ever the day of? Sometimes I do. I just wanted to make sure that I give you guys the rundown of my day. I don't just skip this day, so you guys like understand what's going on. You know, you guys don't want to be like, what the heck is going on with this guy? He's starting to be inconsistent. Nah, it's just that there's certain things in our life that gets placed in front of us to test us, to see how we're gonna react, to see if we're gonna fold, to see if we're gonna give up, or we're gonna stand back up and do something about it. And this right here is me doing something about it. Now, life, when you're on the right path, people think it's all rainbows and sunshines, man. But it's never gonna be that way. When you're truly on the right path, people are gonna test you. Everyone around you is gonna be like doing all this noise, and you're like, why are they saying this, or why is this happening? Because you're on the right path, man. And they know that if you keep walking, you're gonna set yourself completely free from every single stress, every single chain that they've placed in you. So when you feel like the world is testing you, man, be happy and just prepare. Understand that it's gonna come, man, because if you understand that, you'll prepare beforehand. And everything we've been doing up to this point has been preparation for the battle, man. You guys think I'm not aware that this was gonna happen? I've done the reading, man. I've done the research. You look back at stories back in history, man, you see how people were treated back then, people that actually had a right cause. It's weird how the public never supports the people that are have their interest, their best interest at heart. They always support the people that are enslaving them in the system. It's a very poor mentality because they don't do their own research. They don't educate themselves. What they do is they let themselves be guided by um, by the world, and that's sad because they're like sheep without a shepherd. You know what that is? Have you ever seen a sheep without a shepherd, without a person guiding them? You know what sheep do? They stay in one spot all together and they start eating the grass, the pastures. And once the grass is gone, they start eating the dirt. And then once the dirt is gone, they start eating the root. So in a place where there was green pasture, it was beautiful land, now there's no soil. There's nothing to build upon the land anymore because those sheep had no shepherd to guide them. So what am I trying to say? We're all of us, whether we like to admit it or not, we're sheep. We follow something. We follow an agenda. We follow a plan. Whose plan? Most of the time, it's not our own plan. It's somebody else's, and we don't even know that. So that's what I mean about being sheep without a shepherd, because you're just following a plan without knowing who your leader is. So what you're doing is you're just self-sabotaging all the time because your soul, your body, your temple, that's the good soil that you can build upon, a strong foundation. But since you don't have anybody to guide you and protect you, you just eat yourself up and you start making yourself smaller and smaller and smaller over time. So you have to go and seek out the truth, seek out knowledge, man. Always understand the bigger picture. See beyond your eyes. I challenge you to do that because yes, we see this physical world, this physical realm, but do you think this is the only thing that exists in this world? I mean, if you guys are mathematical, I'm not too sure if you guys are. I'm not going to get too complicated, trust me. But there's 3D, right? We're living in a 3D world where it's three-dimensional. You have height, width, and length. right? For every single object. But have you ever considered, because in math they go up to 4D, what would the fourth dimension look like? You see, to the human eye, it's invisible. We can't see it, but you can feel it. Man, there's this energy, these invisible forces around us at all times that we are not able to see, but they exist. And if you think I'm crazy, bro, you have a microwave at home. Microwave, small waves that produce heat, produce energy. Solar panels, they get energy from the sun. How does the sun provide energy? We don't see anything come down directly from the sun, right? We just see this big light. So understand, man, there's more in this world that meets the eye. We can't see everything that's here, but you could feel it. So just keep that in mind, man. I'm not going to tell you everything. I'm not going to dive deep into that concept, but you guys should seek the truth, and you guys should look for answers. Whatever question you have in your life that you want to be answered, be obsessed with finding out the response, because the truth will set you free. But all right, this was my day for September 9th, guys. And you guys are going to be really surprised because I've never done this before. This is the first time I've ever done it, and I'm going to do it again this time. So I'm going to write down my goals of the day together with y'all. So look, my goals for September 9th of 2022 were to do all these small disciplines. And now the only reason why I didn't do the facial roller is because I got home late. I was busy. I was at church. I was doing my thing. And I just forgot about the facial roller. It's not too important, but it's just something that we do to help us keep like a youthful glow, because the longer we can sustain that, I feel like the more attention we can gravitate. And it's not for us, it's for his kingdom, his glory, to bring it here on earth. So that's why I do it. You got to play to your strengths and your advantages. And I can't lie, I'm blessed. But it's okay, man. It's only one day. I'll do the facial roller twice today just to make up for it. I don't know if it works that way, but yeah, I basically did every other small discipline without writing them down. That's the thing. Like, I've done it so many times that I don't really have to write it down to understand what I have to do. But I wrote them down to show you guys and do this podcast with you guys so you guys can see my performance. I wake up, go outside, take a deep breath, and that breath is a sign of life. Because I was given another day of life, another opportunity to fight this battle, I feel grateful, and I just give thanks. I show my gratitude every single day, and I start dancing around. I lift up my spirits. My energy goes higher and higher because I move my body dramatically. So it sets me up for a sharp mentality. And then positive affirmations, just claiming the victory as soon as I wake up, because I know I'm on the right path, and I know that nobody is going to be able to stop me. So I just set that in my mind as soon as I wake up. Man, that's powerful. You guys don't have to do exactly that, but ask yourself, why is he doing it? And then come up to your own conclusion. Now, I did use sunscreen. I meditated, but I don't meditate like I do that sometimes, but the way I meditate is while I'm driving in the car, I'm listening to scriptures, or I'm listening to stories, and I'm meditating in the word. That's what I do. I made my bed in the morning. And when you have social interactions, you really want people to be receptive of your message, what you have to say. And how are you going to do that? By showing them you care. So you got to spread out love at least the first 30 seconds you interact with the person to really hook their attention. So I asked myself, what can I do today to reach my general goal in life? And look, I didn't put the question mark. That's how you know it was fast. And the reason why is because I woke up, I did my thing, and as soon as I did that, I got called up to do some assignments. So I didn't even got time to do that because they needed it ASAP. So I went to go work on that. But as soon as I had free time, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do my list. So knowing that yesterday there was 2 conferences, one in the morning at 10 a.m. I believe it was 10 a.m. and then one in the evening at 7 p.m. So I did 2 conferences yesterday. Prosperity conference, let my people go, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be at church almost the whole day. Obviously, in between, I'm gonna do my own thing, but why not just dedicate this whole day to Him? So I'm like, dude, I could go based off my own understanding, and that can only take me so far, and that's been proven to me time and time again. Like, even though I think I'm so smart, I'm so capable, whatever, right? I could only do so much by myself. But when I put my trust in Him, like, that's when miracles happen. So I'm like, all right, today I'm gonna just let Him guide the way, and I'm gonna just follow. And that's what I did, and it was great. It was a day of blessings, and today I want to do the same thing. So before I do that, before I write down my goals, I want to end the vlog because I didn't end it last night. Again, it was just a lot on our plate, a lot that I'm not sharing with you, to be honest. But there's no need to focus on the negative, to be honest. And it's not something about my performance. It's just something about life situations, and you don't really gotta put too much mind to that, man, because that's the enemy trying to work and trying to stop you from this strong mentality, from this growth that you're having, this process, and you can't allow that to happen, man. You do stuff every single day that sets you up for this battle, so you're prepared for it in advance. So when it comes, it's like, hit me even harder, bro. Is that the best you got? You get me? Yo, mi gente, it's literally September 10th, 9 a.m., but we need to close down this vlog. I know you can't just finish off the vlog without like saying like bye, you know, like you're gonna be like confused, like what happened? Yo, mi gente, I just gotta tell you this. You gotta keep your head up, man, because when you're fighting for something that's righteous, something bigger than yourself, you know, for humanity as a collective, but you want greater for them, you want better. You don't want them to keep on being guided towards the wrong path. There's going to be a lot of enemies. Because right here, this is the playground of bad spirits, of people that have that demonic spirit in them. So those spirits are going to want to come around and cling on to you and mess up your mentality because they're capable of they understand, they're aware of what you're capable of doing. So you have to remain strong and walk in faith. That's what I'm going to tell y'all. That's how I'm going to end the vlog today. And I'm going to start the vlog. I already started it, but I'm going to continue the vlog. So I hope you watch both, man, because we just give you guys gems. We want the best for you, and we know that you are destined for greatness. So we're going to see you next time, man. Peace. All right, mi gente. So let me take you to the process. It's really, really fast. Writing down your goals. You don't have to take so much time doing it. Maybe the first time you take a lot of time thinking about it, and the second time you take a lot of time thinking about it, and the third time it gets easier. But if you do it again and again and again, you don't have to spend 10, 20 minutes writing down your goals, bro. A minute, 2, 5 at max. That's all you need. But just have that. Your brain has to work that way. You have to build up to it. You know, my brain is actually working at a more efficient rate than before because I'm focused. You know, I'm not here and then focusing on over there. You get me? Like, I'm here and I'm focusing on here in this moment. So that's why it doesn't really have to take too long. Again, it's not gonna be right away, but you can work to it. But look, every single day, man, dedication, inspiration, motivation, determination, whatever you want to call it. Woo! It's hunger. That's what it is. Hunger for success, for more, for righteous cause, for prosperity. Now, habitual goals for September 10th. So, goals for the day of September 10th. Ay, 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 como me duele. Como me duele. Okay. So I already did this stuff, but I'm still going to write it down to show you guys. Like, I wake up and I do this, you know? So I don't really got to write it down for me to know what I'm doing. You get me? Woo! Alright, I did all those, and this is what I have to do now. Mm. So what can I do today to add more value, to reach my general goal in life? What can I do? Now, today is the last day of the Prosperity Conference, and let me tell you something, man. All the days that I've gone, and I've gone to 3 conferences right now, uh, the wisdom that I'm receiving is immense. Like, it gives me authority to keep on going. It's like they're speaking directly to me. Like he sent those messengers to speak to me, and I just have to be obedient. So that's what I'm doing right now. I could go based off my own understanding, and that can only take me so far. I want to read more of his word, his scripture, his knowledge, and impart it into others. So again, let him lead the way. And people are not going to understand who him is, so let's be more clear. Just be obedient, man, and follow him. And this right here is going to set us up for success today, just like it did yesterday. I wish I could share with you guys like the blessing that I got yesterday, but I want to keep that one private. So just know, man, I am so fortunate to be where I'm at. And understand that abundance, when people think of abundance, they think about money and material things and businesses and all that, of the world. And you can't blame them because that's what their eye sees, But again, abundance is not in the material that you have here. It's what you have inside. Right here and right here in your heart and your mind. And that together is your soul. That is where the abundance comes. Because prosperity doesn't come from a condition. It doesn't come from, because I own this and this and that and this car and this house, I'm prosperous. No. Because there's people that have billions of dollars and feel super empty. Or there's people that have millions of dollars and are afraid to spend that money because they are afraid they'll never get it back. That is a poverty mindset. And it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can have a poverty mindset regardless. An abundance mindset is a mindset that understands that you have a strong foundation here deep within, a strong root. And no matter what happens, you're going to be able to persevere and you will be able to win no matter how hard it gets. And you know that you have what it takes to manifest success in this physical realm. Abundance mindset is a strong mentality that a lot of people aren't willing to go through. They aren't willing to pay the price because you don't just get it magically, man. You don't get this mindset magically. You have to pay for it. Obviously not with money, but with your energy, with your time, with your life. So I'm gonna leave it at that note, man. It was good talking to y'all. I hope you guys got some value from this podcast, man. I'm gonna see y'all later on.